negativity about the effort.
What is going on, everyone? This is Fulham and Beyond. Tim and Kai here to go into some deep shit today, guys. European Super League has been announced. Heaps of fan reaction. So we wanted to come across as Fulham fans, first of all, obviously what it means for us as a club going forward, but also just in general reacting to what football has reacted to the Super League over the last couple of days. It's been an unreal, surreal feeling, really, hasn't it, on the last couple of days?
Yeah, it doesn't feel so real. Still,
I know.
You know,
It's
because
really raw.
I don't know if they expected the backfire a lot, because they're talking about the future football, to rescue football from what?
Yeah.
It's my question, of course.
Perez said that. Like,
Yeah.
this is to rescue football, this
Yeah.
operation. What are you talking about, bro? In my opinion, like, we'll get into it deeper in a second, but from what it looks like is the rich clubs want to break away and get richer because they're not satisfied already with the money and the lack of power that they have maybe in their leagues. They want to make their own.
And the other thing is, how can you say to help football? You don't help football. You just don't help yourself.
Yeah.
All the clubs just help themselves.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me it's about football, because what about the other clubs?
Yeah.
And in the league, you can't get promoted. You can qualify for it, but to be honest, even if you win it, then maybe next year you're not in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's no competitiveness, and you play week in, week out against so-called top teams.
Yeah.
But are they the top teams? Maybe they're the richest teams, yes,
Yeah.
but it's not the top teams.
Yeah.
Of course, Real is the top team in Madrid, Barcelona as well. Atletico, you can consider, yeah. In Italy, normally it's just Juventus, because Inter Milan and AC Milan just came in the recent years again.
They've been dormant for like
Yeah.
15 years, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In England, Tottenham,
Yeah, that's
they get battered every week basically when they join the league.
Yeah, even
no
Arsenal
doubt about it.
below them,
Arsenal.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's selfish, very selfish, I think, and I think it's not the solution to rescue football.
The thing is, yeah, it's talking about rescuing football, but when you take away these big six teams, I'll speak of the Premier League mostly, because obviously it's the league which we're involved in and we're most interested in. When you take away these big six teams out of the Premier League, the money that the Premier League generates from these six teams, they are able to distribute across the Premier League, and also which filters down the EFL to the lower clubs. So if the six teams were to leave the Premier League, which is possible, because apparently what they want to do is play in the Super League, just forget the Champions League. Play in the
And no
Super
domestic
League.
cups, no?
Yeah, no domestic cups. So they get what they want to do. These clubs is to play in their domestic league still, but they're not playing the Champions League. They want to play in a European Super League, which they think will be better than the Champions League. Premier League rules state that no club competing in the Premier League can compete in another competition without Premier League approval.
Yeah.
So Premier League will deny them the access to the European Super League, which means they'll have to leave the Premier League to compete in the European Super League. If that happens, Premier League revenue will be shattered, because the big six teams is what pumps money in to this
probably.
worldwide fan base in the Premier League.
But then you have to generate new money from other clubs who step up then. Because in my opinion, there's no point just because they generate a lot of money because of the fan base around the world, not to punish them somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing is, you say like you need to generate money from the smaller clubs. The thing is, when the smaller clubs do well in the Premier League, the Super League will just come and buy the players, man.
This is a complete thing from the owners only.
Yeah.
No coach was involved, no players was involved in the decision. So a player like Kevin De Bruyne, like Raheem Sterling, like Bruno Fernandes, like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They want to win the fucking Champions League.
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
They want to win the Champions League. I mean, you tell them now, we don't in the Champions League anymore, we do our own thing, so I win my own competition then. Fuck that.
Yeah. The Champions League, it's history that you're taking away from these clubs, man.
Yeah, of course, even the renaming and rebranding thing, but the cup exists like, I don't know when. You know what I mean? So it's just like, of course, when you go into the future, and I'm not saying I'm against new things, new models or whatsoever.
Yeah.
I know it's about money. I know it's a business. I know everybody wants to make more money. That's why they reform the modes and whatsoever. You know, with the Nations League.
Yeah. They're always making new competition to make more money.
Yeah. With the stretching of the game days.
Yeah.
I get that. It will happen eventually. Yeah, it will happen eventually. So, yeah. And it's of course because of money as well. Because the UEFA president, was it? I don't know.
Jeffrey.
Said, the clubs are greedy and want more money. But of course, the UEFA is the same thing.
Yeah.
They outsource everything we have in Europe to Qatar for money.
It's the ultimate hypocrisy.
Yeah,
UEFA coming
of
out saying
course.
the corruption in
I don't say they are
What?
like innocent or whatsoever. So
Yeah.
they have the same mentality. They have the same mentality.
Yeah.
But as clubs involved in the Super League, no competition anymore.
Yeah.
No promotion.
This is the thing.
No relegation.
Yeah. This is what I can't
And
deal with.
you are automatically in there every year.
Yeah.
So you don't have to qualify for it.
Yeah.
Does the player want that? Because to be fair, we talked about earlier, at the weekends they play in the domestic league, how they want it, to play their reserve team.
If they wanted to, yeah.
And play midweek against Madrid, Milan, and Barcelona in 3 straight weeks. I don't know. I don't think it's interesting.
It makes the integrity of your domestic league devalue. It makes a mockery of it because you'll be resting your players for. I mean, you've got West Ham on the weekend who are pushing for the top 4. Yeah, we'll just play under 23s this game, and so we can put the full strength against Juventus in the week. It just makes a mockery of your domestic league, a league which has so much history and so much fan passion in this country. Everyone loves the Premier League for what it is, especially English people, because we live it. We go to the stadium week in, week out. We love the atmosphere. We love the feeling of it. And for these big clubs to think, oh, we're too good for that rubbish.
But they're not. If that's the case, why is Tottenham not top 4? Why is Arsenal not top 4? Why is Man City not unbeaten? Why is Manchester United not unbeaten? Why is Liverpool not in the Champions League places? Why is Chelsea slightly in the Champions League places? Why they lost so many games? Because they're better than everyone else in this fucking league? No, they're not.
Yeah.
Of course, they have more money to buy new players to be better and to compete better. Yeah, I get that.
This I have no problem with, because there'll always be money in football.
No, of course.
Yeah.
So, but you are not better.
Yeah.
Why is West Ham like pushing for 4th place? Because Liverpool, Arsenal and Tottenham are so much better than them?
Yeah.
No, they're not. Because that's why you have to prove yourself in the league to justify to play in a bigger competition.
Yeah. You earn the right.
Imagine in the World Cup. You have like 6 teams you always compete in the World Cup, no matter if they qualify or not.
Yeah, that's just...
Imagine 2018, there was no Netherlands, there was no Italy.
Yeah.
Because they didn't qualify. They was not good enough to qualify.
Yeah.
So if you're not good enough for the Champions League,
you're not good enough, mate. That's the beauty of our sport in football. Like it's becoming too Americanized. These franchises where, like, if you look at the NFL model and the NBA model, they love it because it works for them financially. But there is no promotion, there is no relegation. You can finish, and the thing about this, you can finish bottom of the NFL standings, and you get your top draft pick for next year. And
but it's a complete other system.
You get rewarded
when you have the system, the complete system here. It would be different, but they don't have like the little leagues, the Sunday leagues shit. You know what I mean? They don't have the amateur football or amateur soccer or amateur basketball so much. It's college and professional.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So of course they have some teams and clubs maybe around, but it's so small. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's different than in England, in Germany, in France. You have like, I don't know, 8 leagues, 7 leagues. You know what I mean? You have so many people who play football to get promoted, relegated. You know what I mean? Even like, you know, on youth level, when I was like in the under 18 or under 16, we were in the because we started anew, and we were in the I don't know how you say it,
like
the last league basically.
Yeah, yeah.
But we pushed for promotion.
Yeah.
And how great is it to get promoted?
That is the sport.
Yeah. You couldn't win anything, but you got promoted, Bob. You know what I mean?
But what is the carrot? That's the carrot. You want to get that. Yeah. You want to fight to get that.
They don't want to be competitive because they don't want the risk of not being in the Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the only thing.
And the only thing which benefits them from being in the Champions League is financial, mate. Yeah. Because they get so much more money from UEFA when they are in the Champions League rather than.
But that's their own fault. And just to avoid that, that is it's cowardice. You say it
cowardly.
Cowardly.
Yeah.
Cowardly.
Yeah. It is cowardly, mate.
Yeah.
It's just it's a self-preserving mechanism. No matter how badly you finish. I mean, Arsenal this season could finish 9th, and West Ham could finish 4th. And then Arsenal get to play in the Super League and West Ham get nothing. You finish 4th and then, oh, well done, we'll start the season again. Arsenal, come back in. It makes no sense. No. You're rewarded for failure. There's no promotion, there's no relegation. Apparently they're going to have the 12 founding members and then 5 clubs which can come in and out upon like a voting system from the mafia of these 12 clubs.
My question is,
It's just a
Who is the
disgrace.
last in a club in England? Who has the last say about everything?
Last say of what?
Yeah, like when it's like Manchester United say, okay, we want to withdraw from the Premier League. Who decides this?
Must be the CEO then, the
Yeah,
owner.
but
The owner.
he only?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. They're going to do it. They didn't consult the fans. They
No,
didn't
that's what
consult.
I'm saying. In Germany, it's not possible to do something like
Yeah,
that. That's why
because you have that system.
yeah, we have like the 50+1
Yeah.
rule. So no owner ever can have more percentage of the club than 49%.
I love that. Yeah.
You know? So you know what it is? It's just the case. Except you are like a benefitor from the club for over 25 years. Then you can have more shares or whatever. You know what I mean? It's the only exception. But you have to be in the club for 25 years before you even consider to get more power in the club. You know
And
what I
that's
mean?
why the German
And
teams haven't
that's
signed up for
and
this
you
shit.
can't have a foreign owner. You can have investors. Yes, it's possible. You can have investors like from somewhere, but you can't own the club.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, say they rejected the offer.
Yeah. Fair play to them
Yeah.
as well.
And
Yeah. Is this naivety from the Premier League to think that it wouldn't happen? Because if you've seen over the last 10, 15 years, Abramovich came in at Chelsea, Man City, Middle East, the American owners
Yeah,
coming to Man
of course.
United. Surely they could see this happening.
no, to be honest, in the Premier League, especially in the Premier League, you shovel your own grave somehow.
Yeah.
Because you allow some people who have nothing to do with English football, yeah, nothing to do with this country, to be the playboy of it. Look at Chelsea, how many coaches they sacked, how many, what is the staff going in and out, you know what I mean? And that is because, of course, they invest a lot, yeah, so you can say it's good for like the economy, in the country, because they invest a lot of money, they have a lot of employees, you know what I mean? So they pay a lot of taxes, of course, that's why the government would say, okay, it's nice.
Yeah, they raise so much money in.
But that they can own the club and do what they want.
Yeah, I know. It's...
And the other thing is, when you playing in the Premier League and in the Super League, what do you think the players want to do? I'm still waiting for more comments from players.
Yeah.
Because I don't think players are in fight.
The problem is when you really think about it, players are employees at the clubs, and the clubs have made a decision. It'd be like me and you going to work and speaking out like, "Oh, I don't want to do this bullshit against my boss." It can't happen. Even in football, you have employees. Yes, you can say stuff.
Yeah, but when they,
you need to be careful.
But for example, you have to say like this: we work in this hotel, we live nearby, yeah, and then they relocate the hotel and expect us to move with them.
Yeah.
Without telling us.
Yeah, that is what.
So then you can say, no, I don't like it. It's nothing to do with speaking against my boss or when he demands something from me that I don't do it.
Yeah.
It's about like decisions who affect everything.
Yeah.
And especially clubs in England. That Perez in Madrid were always like a
Yeah.
in his own world.
Yeah.
Somehow thinking. Yeah, but I don't even know what to say, to be honest. To be fair,
it's really
I
sad,
know.
man.
I think I know that people should expect this to happen because the UEFA is doing the same thing. They decided things without involving other people with clubs who are involved. They tell them, but they don't ask them for opinions. The UEFA committee decides this. We decide this. We do this. We do this. We do. Nobody can say anything, and that is something people don't like.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want it anymore.
That's why they want to make their own.
Yeah, but that's not the way.
Yeah.
That is not the way. You know what I mean? Then, when you want to do something on your own, involve every club, involve all Premier League clubs, involve all Serie A clubs, involve all La Liga clubs.
Yeah.
Say we want our own league. We don't want to be like do everything what the UEFA says anymore. Then you can do it. You have because you don't need the second leagues. Because when you get promoted, you will be in the conversation anyway. It's still the same competition, yeah, but you have your own.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do that, but you have to do differently. Not just because I play there anyway every time. It doesn't matter how I finish in the league.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
The thing is with the Super League thing as well, like touching on it from a Fulham fan point of view, I'm sure all Fulham fans can remember the great run we had to Europa League final 2010. Like we were playing Shakhtar Donetsk, we got past Wolfsburg, we got past Hamburg, whatever. Got to the beat Juventus 4-1, got to the final. Of course, we lost it, but that makes memories makes fan memories like a unique experience, which will never happen again.
No.
Because you can have Fulham getting top 4, top 5. That's the beauty of football, as there is fair and open competition. A team like Barnsley in the Championship now may get promoted to the Premier League, may finish top 4 next season, and then compete against Real Madrid and Barcelona and these teams. It's the beauty of sport. And you're ripping that away from them, that these small clubs can't have a dream. Leicester City 2016 almost got relegated. Next season, win the Premier League, go to the Champions League, get to the quarter-final, get to play Sevilla, and have these memories for the fans, these amazing trips across Europe. Will not happen anymore.
No.
Because of 12 clubs thinking, Jesus Christ, Leicester's going to break into the top 4, Leicester's going to win the league this year, I'm going to finish 9th. That can't happen. Let's make a breakaway league where we can't be touched. Even if they win it, we'll still be fine.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
It's an utter disgrace for all fans of, I'm not say all fans of the smaller clubs like Fulham and so on, but even the fans of the top clubs,
like
the Man Uniteds, the Man Cities, ask their fans if they like that shit. No way.
No.
Man United are the most successful team in this country, domestic titles. 20 league titles of England. They've shown, and Liverpool 19, that they can dominate and fight for the best team in England. If you leave, that history is gone. It's gone. Because you've gone to a Super League and if we play in the Premier League, whatever, we'll play our kids. You disrespect the history which you have made in that league.
Yeah.
You've made the Premier League what it is, bro. Premier League is worldwide because they want to watch Fernandes and De Bruyne and back in the day, Rooney and Tevez and Ronaldo. They want to see these massive players playing. And you're just leaving that all behind to play in some bullshit fucking faraway fantasy football land. And the worst part about it is it's not sustainable. The Super League sounds lit. And trust me, it will be lit for 2 or 3 years when you see all these teams playing against each other. It's, wow. Just hear me out. You will think it's amazing. And when you really think about it, you think, fuck, Champions League, we have to wait for, like a couple of seasons. We might play Real Madrid. We might get a shitty draw. No, this guarantees you will play Real Madrid 3 or 4 times a year. But in a couple of seasons, bro, boring. We've played it all before.
But the thing is, you have like so many games, even if it's not Madrid, but after the week after that, there's no excitement. It's like a regular league game, and you're pushing for points, and a draw is enough.
Yeah.
So I go for a draw in a, you know what I mean, in the league system. It's not exciting.
The excitement is gone. The best thing about the Champions League is that you play these. Real Madrid played Liverpool in the quarterfinal the other week. The last time they played them was 2009.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's been like 12 years since we played Real Madrid Liverpool. It's another massive clash. If you have that week after week,
was in the final 2017.
Of course.
But, yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
In the quarterfinals.
Yeah, you have these knockout matches like come along every 5-6 years maybe because of the draw system, which is brilliant. The draw is brilliant. We love it. We love the Champions League the way it is. And to have that week after week, as I say, don't get me wrong, first couple of years, it will be fucking fantastic seeing all these big teams. But then the novelty wears off, man.
Yeah, but there's no
it's the same thing again and again.
But the thing is, the fans, even from the clubs, why should they care about the domestic leagues anyway?
Yeah.
Because the players, why should they compete there?
Yeah.
It's no point for them.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to win it to participate in this league.
Exactly.
You can get relegated.
You can finish bottom and not get relegated.
Yeah.
Say the 15.
No, I mean in the domestic league.
Yeah.
You have nothing to fight for in the domestic league. What can you fight
what's the
for?
point? Even if we finish 19th, that's fine. We'll still be in the Super League.
Yeah, exactly.
But hear me out in the Super League as well. So 12 teams are automatically the founding members and they are untouchable. And 3 clubs.
Should be 15. Apparently, the other 3 should be like PSG, Bayern Munich, and Borussia Dortmund. They still have like a time to reconsider.
Right.
But they won't do it.
So 15 founding members, maybe 12. 3 teams come in. Say those 3 teams finish like almost relegated or almost at the bottom, and Tottenham finish the bottom. Those 3 teams are gone, and Tottenham stay because they're founding members. It's just a joke. You're literally taking away football as a competition, as a competitive sport, which makes it the best sport in the fucking world.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of football. That New Zealand can go to a FIFA World Cup and play Italy and draw 1-1, leave unbeaten. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's football.
But they don't have it anymore then.
You will not have that anymore.
I don't even know why they want this. Just because of money. And the players, there's no competition. A player who is a top player is a competitive player. He wants to compete, but it's not the case anymore. For what do you compete? Because you only compete for the Super League trophy. It's the only thing you can compete in. But if you win it or not, it doesn't change anything.
It's a joke.
In the domestic leagues, you don't have to compete because you're being in the Super League anyway. So why should I be bothered to play there anyway?
Yeah.
I just hope the players as well
speak up against it.
Speak up and will say, okay, you do it without us.
Yeah, I would
Honestly.
love that. The thing is as well, like what worries me, like this is a bit extreme, okay? UEFA have come out and said anyone who participates in this so-called European Super League will not be able to play for their countries at World Cups and Euros. What if the Super League says, okay then, we'll make our own international tournament?
Yeah, with what players then?
Yeah, but if the players decide to go because they've been paid 500, 600 grand a week, and then the Super League says, right, we'll make our own international tournament, we'll make our own this, and then FIFA and UEFA, it could die away, man. Do you know what I'm saying? This could literally change football forever, this decision. And it will change it for the worse.
But the thing is, people who are competing in the World Cup, they want the World Cup. What is the World Cup now? They want this.
Yeah.
They want this to compete in this.
In this World Cup, I know.
Not in like some imaginary World Cup system.
But that's the players now. What about the players of the next generation who grow up, the fans who grow up, the 10-year-olds and the 11-year-olds and the 12-year-olds out there right now who will grow up watching the Super League and think that's the normal? Our football will die away.
Yeah, but maybe we are dead then. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't stand the idea. It's just awful. And I also want to ask you one thing as well, which I mentioned before, is that the Premier League have come out and condemned all this nonsense about the Super League starting and what it will do for them in the Premier League and the mockery it will make of their league. Back in 1992, the Premier League made the Premier League with Sky and all these broadcasters coming in, pumping money in. Is it hypocrisy for the Premier League to be saying, oh, look what you're doing to us, you're taking away all our power, whatever, when they did that 30 years ago to the English Football League?
No, I don't think so. Because with the English Football League, first of all, it's still existing. Yeah. Second of all, you didn't just put the Premier League just on top with 20 new teams. The teams participating in the Premier League was the teams who are participating in the Europe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't say that because it didn't game up with 20 new teams.
Mm-hmm.
So the teams should be had to agree to this as well. Yeah, we want to participate in the Premier League, and the EFL had to say, yeah, we agree. You do this, we do everything about. You know what I mean? They had to do it. Otherwise, it was not possible to do it. And they saw the potential with the money, with the broadcasting, because it gets bigger and bigger. Of course, football is about money.
But that's what they're saying now with the potential and the money.
Yeah, but it's not. It's for them money.
Yeah.
It's just for them, for their own pockets. But the Premier League money helps everybody in the Premier League.
That's the thing. And it trickles down. Yeah.
Even if you look, when you get promoted from the Championship in the Premier League, how much money you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is because of that. So you help every club. Even like we get promoted last year. How many? I don't know. How many money we got?
160 million pounds.
160 million. How much can you do with that?
Yeah.
You can buy the new stand.
We've got a new stand and everything. Yeah.
We can buy players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even we have like 2 or 3 top players only. You could buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To compete midfield. The next, look at Leeds. They're competing like in the midfield now.
Yeah.
So there's definitely like something you want to reach. But now when they get the Super League, who gets the money? The clubs itself, and the winner of the competition gets money. You think he's gonna share it with someone?
No, fuck no.
Yeah, so it's just for them the money.
Yeah.
They want to be there to have safe money.
Yeah.
And it's not the rescuing of football; it's the destroying of football.
I agree. It's
Because there's no
completely destroying.
competitiveness. And clubs like, I'm sorry, I'm a huge Mourinho fan. He was in Arsenal. He was in Tottenham. Like I said, Arsenal. I don't have nothing against Arsenal. Super League.
Yeah.
In what universe you're living in? Imagine it starts now, the Super League, with the team there is now. What do you think Arsenal gonna happen? They get 8, 9, they get battered every week, finish last, and the fans like it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then they can buy. Okay, they get next year they can buy players, but when there are 15 teams who want to buy players,
They'll go there and
yeah, from where should the players come from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just no, they're just for their own pockets. I get that they don't want to be like the how you say it? Want to be like doing everything what UEFA is saying. I get that,
Right.
but it's a totally wrong approach.
Yeah.
Completely no. It's and I'm very glad that Gary Neville, Carragher all the guys spoke up against it.
Yeah.
And there are people who have made a lot of money out of football, so they know the business. You know what I mean? But this, nobody wants it. You see the fans, you see all the pundits, you see the club said as well. No, I don't like it.
The worst part is they've done it in a global pandemic, man.
Yeah.
Where no one can go, there's no fans in the stadiums, no one can protest outside because of fucking coronavirus.
They still do.
But not as much, man.
Yeah.
If there was no virus,
Yeah.
they'd be out on the streets, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the worst part. And they've cited the pandemic in the statement. They say, "Oh, the pandemic has affected us clubs massively, so we need to look at new ways."
No, it's your own fucking fault.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly.
for example, I'm sorry to bring it up, but look at Bayern Munich. It's even worse there in Germany right now with the pandemic. Why is they surviving? Because they are working economically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the clubs in England do not.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Clubs like Man United are in massive debt because they're paying players like Alexis Sanchez £400,000 a week, bro.
Yeah.
And now when someone comes along, JP Morgan says, right, if you come into our league, we'll give you £300 million. Just to accepting the invitation, we'll give you 300 mil, and then they'll make unreal money. It's their fault, bro. Spurs, new stadium, they have to pay it off somehow, bro. All these clubs are in massive debt in England, so they think, right, this is easy money, we'll go. It's your fault.
Yeah.
Your fault that you're in debt. Your fault you'll go to the Super League, which will fuck the rest of the English football pyramid, man.
Yeah.
And one last point as well, which I want to make is, where will it stop? European Super League, what next? World League?
International World League, yeah.
International World League? I mean, what the fuck is going on,
you know what? It will
man?
be like World Cup maybe. You have like one season we played in South America, one season we played in North America, one season we played in Europe. You know what I mean?
Where will it stop? You'll have Liverpool versus Man United in New York City, Madison Square Garden or some shit.
They don't fucking care.
It's a joke. It's not Liverpool, man. Liverpool is based on a city in England.
It's Anfield. Why is it called it still Anfield? Why is it look, in Germany we sell our name rights to the stadiums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have like the Allianz Arena, Signal Iduna Park, Veltins Arena.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? To get money.
Yeah.
To get money somehow,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
To compete with English teams, like
No. And in England they don't do it.
No, just the Emirates because Arsenal puts you off.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like
Stamford Bridge.
yeah. They have like the
Yeah,
Anfield
yeah.
names and whatever.
Old Trafford.
Yeah.
It's the real historic
Yeah.
name because it was built by working class people in this country building those football stadiums and the clubs. And now they're just using the brand image and just
Yeah,
ripping
it's not
it away.
there. The thing is, what's disgraceful is it is not theirs.
Yeah.
But they make it like it's theirs.
They come in,
It's
they
not.
buy the club and they think it's theirs, man.
These clubs would be nothing without the fans. Nobody would anything about without the fans.
It's really sad, man. Football's nothing without fans, man. They need to realise that. And they will realise that when you're playing a fake Man City versus Manchester United in Tasmania, Australia one day. Because it's just not real.
I just hope players and other coaches will speak up against this. Like Klopp did. Like Milner did. Like Bruno Fernandes made a tweet, I think.
And Herrera did a nice chat as well. Anyway, we have to see what happens. Really, and the thing is, we've only just got this information. Like, we don't even know so deep into it. We just know they want to break away, but there's no real. I mean, we could have.
I think
even more information by the end.
I'm
of the
really
week.
looking forward to the punishment because you have to punish them. It's not about like kicking them out of the league because you have to punish the now, not next season or whatsoever. You have to punish them now. The Premier League have to punish the teams because it was like a behind the back agreement, and the Premier League clearly don't allow that actually. Yeah, so you have to point deduction.
You have to do something.
Yeah, point deduction.
Otherwise, the same thing will happen in 2
you
or 3 years.
You can't take away. We never say that you take away the money. You can't do that. Take away points from all 6 clubs.
Which you can.
30, 40 points. Some get relegated, some not. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but do that. And for the UEFA, I don't know if they're gonna say they can't compete in the semi-finals. The 3 teams.
The problem is UEFA they love money, and you need these teams to play for them to get the money, right? The TV revenue. This is the conundrum they're in. They want to expel them, but they need them at the same time for this TV revenue.
But you can't leave it unpunished.
I know. Something
Otherwise,
has to happen.
they can do what they want, and they will.
Well, wait and see what happens. Really, I mean, hopefully by the end of this week, Friday they have a chat with UEFA. Have a chat.
Yeah, exactly.
And today, yesterday, there was a chat with the 14 Premier League teams. So let's see what happens out of that. If there's any dramas to come from the Premier League. Hopefully, like Kai says, I hope there's a points deduction or some sort of punishment. Otherwise, if it just gets brushed under the carpet, in 2, 3, 4 seasons, they'll come back again with another proposal of the Super League or another World Series or another fucking piece of bullshit, mate. Anyway, just a final point, guys. Always remember, football is nothing without the fans, and as long as you're a fan of a club, you always have a voice to speak up against this kind of shit. Don't be silent. We have to stop this European Super League. It will destroy the ethos and the spirit of the game that we love around the world. From myself, from Kai. Catch you on the next one, guys.
See ya. Hey guys, it's me, Kai, and Tim from Fulham and Beyond. Thank you for watching our video, and if you like what you see, maybe you want to subscribe and put the notifications on so you can see more of our content. And we always appreciate a like as well.
Yeah, definitely. If you do have any topics that you'd like us to discuss as well, feel free to send us a message on Instagram or comment on our YouTube channel. We'll put the link to that Instagram in the description below. Thanks so much.
Thank you.